guys, welcome back to Maury's Booktube, and today I will talk a little bit about the Bookstagram and the book community in general because I just celebrated my 1 year Bookstagram anniversary, which means that I had my book Instagram for exactly 1 year. February 9th was when I first started it. And a lot has happened in the meantime. I mean, of course, I also started this YouTube channel back in August, and I just met so many great people that also share that same hobby, that same love for reading and for books. So that has been great. I made some genuine friendships. I gotten some invitations. Hey, if you're ever in California, let's have a coffee. Or if you're in Philadelphia, let's meet up. So that has been pretty cool. And also I met a really good friend. We also ended up talking about more than just books, so topics of our life, and I cannot wait to finally meet her in person. I hope this will happen this year. Let's see. We tried last year, but then she got sick and we were not able to meet up. But other than all the great connections that I made in the book community through specifically Instagram, I also learned a lot of new things, starting with even to get to know the app Netgalley. For some of you who don't know Netgalley, this is a website where you can sign up if you have a bookish account, and you can sign up to get advanced readers copies. So this is actually pretty cool because they give you access to ebooks even before they are out. Currently, I am reading This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan because of Netgalley. So I'm super excited. I hope I'll be able to finish it before it will officially come out in March. So yeah, I have to hurry up. But this has been fantastic. I remember the first book that I got approved to get as an ARC was Rootless. I will never forget, like, I received the email, "You're approved for this ARC," and I was like, freaking out. And I was just so happy. And this was one of my goals, starting this bookish account, to get free books. Like, this was my biggest goal, I think. And ever since then, of course, I gotten a lot of ARCs, and I also received physical books for free. This still baffles me. Like, I'm still, for people who know me, like I'm all into coupons too. So I'm all about saving money, and I'm super excited whenever, I go to CVS and on my receipt it says you saved 77%, when the bill from $57 goes down to like 14. I'm super happy about that. So whenever I do get a book for free, this is fantastic, especially now since I'm on a book buying ban this year. That is great that I can still get books somehow, even though I don't have to spend the money. Side note, I think I will break the book buying ban at some point because 1 year without buying books is too miserable, and I don't think I will be able to go through a whole year without buying books. So let's see. It's February now, so maybe I can hold off a little longer, but I have been reading the books on my bookshelf for the most part, so I have been getting the number lower. So I feel like whenever my bookshelf is getting a little low on books that I haven't read, I feel like it's also a good point to start again to buy books. Another app that I didn't know about before is Pangobooks. Pangobooks is where you can sell and buy books secondhand. That has also been great. I also have a store. There are some of the books that I read and talked about that you can buy, and they sometimes have good discounts too. You get a credit. Pangobooks, I think, is the term, whenever you buy a certain amount and then you get to have a credit, or they have discounts. So definitely check it out. Also, of course, the app that I had no idea about until I really started to get into the book community is Libby. Libby is for you to sign up on and connect your library account. So you can also read ebooks, like send them to your Kindle, and also listen to audiobooks. So this is the app that I exclusively listen to audiobooks on. Like, I don't want to pay for Audible. So I only use Libby and I check out those books from libraries. This is another thing that I learned. Actually, this one I learned through TikTok or BookTok, that wherever you live, there should be a library where you can sign up for free, because in the city where you live, you can get a free library card. And this means that you can go there, get your library number and get a pin and everything. And then once you connect this to your Libby account, you can have access to the whole volume of ebooks they have and audiobooks. And it is just great because there are also libraries out there that do free memberships, even if you don't live within the city limits. I actually ended up signing up for the Broward County Library and Harris County. I'll put the names up here, but these were two libraries where I got a membership and I don't even live there. So that has been a plus, because whenever one book is not available in my library, I can check those. So that has been perfect. And I mean, even if there's sometimes a wait, that's still no issue. Usually you put it on hold and then you wait a little and then you got it. Like, it says, oh, yep, you're next in line. Even though it told you have to wait 2 weeks, but you never know. Some people just finish earlier. I also decided to pay for a membership. I have been looking into some libraries, like where it would be worth it. And I found the Cincinnati Library, and they have a great selection of books. If you remember me talking about the book by Amber Vanderband, Overcome, they were the only library that had the audiobook of this. No other library had it, and I was so happy when I saw that the Cincinnati Library had this book available. That was fantastic. And they also had Z-Way Black Friend, which was also great. And they usually have many copies of just one book, which means that there's no wait, like in most times, at least for the books that I looked up. But yeah, definitely check it out. You can email them and sign up for a non-resident membership card. As I said, it's $90 for a year, which sounds like a lot, but if I do the math from all the audiobooks and ebooks that I'm reading, it's actually not that much. It's cheaper for me than if I would buy the books, like physically. So definitely something to consider. Speaking of audiobooks, I know that there's a lot of arguments happening in the book community about if audiobooks count towards your reading goal. And I am here to say audiobooks do count. This is considered reading, even though you cannot read it with your eyes, you have to listen to it. But I will never forget, I saw someone say this in a Facebook group that I'm in, also about books. And they said, if you say that audiobooks do not count towards the reading goal or are not reading, this is actually an ableist thing to say, because what you're going to tell a blind person? Like, they literally cannot physically read books, or even if your vision is impaired or anything. There can be so many reasons why you cannot physically read a book. So of course you have to do audiobooks. So it does count. This is my opinion, and I will die on that hill. And if audiobooks wouldn't count, I wouldn't. I think half of the books that I read last year were audiobooks. either way it goes, audiobooks do count. It's still great if you get to listen to different authors, different stories, and reading is always also educating and bettering yourself. At least that's what I think. I'm always trying to get something out of the books that I'm reading. So either way you do it, if it doesn't matter. It does count toward your reading goal, and it does count, period. So I also appreciated getting to know books that I otherwise would have never even heard about. So since it's still Black History Month, I remember last February, a friend of mine talked about this book, Bad Fat Black Girl, and I never seen anyone else talk about it, and I never saw it in a store, or I never, it didn't pop up on my Amazon page or Goodreads or nothing. So I was so grateful that she posted about it on her Instagram and made me want to read it. And I did read it, and I did love it. So of course I posted about it too, and I hope many more people read it or will read it if you see it now. It was a fantastic book, and I'm always happy to see new authors and new books to read that I maybe would have otherwise never found out about. Like, there's so many books out there. How are you going to read them all? Like, you will never. So this is actually how I found out about one of my now favorite books, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It was a book club pick from a Facebook group in 2022. And I didn't think any of it. I wouldn't have cared for it. I was like, whatever. But this was actually my first book club read that I did. So I ended up loving it. The book club sucked because it was just a Facebook group and they just posted about it online. I thought it would be a video chat. I remember I was driving, or I was in the car, as a passenger, and I was driving. I tried to log on. I was like, where's the video? And there was no video. It was super disappointing. But I loved the book. I ended up going to another book club where they talked about that book as well, this time in person. So that was fantastic to just talk about it and see how other people liked it. So yes, 1 year on Instagram, bookish Instagram. My goals for the new year are definitely to grow this account. I would love to grow my YouTube subscribers, and I would love to receive some more ARCs or physical books in the mail. I know that Simon Books Buddy is sending me The House of Eve, and I'm super excited about this one. And I will try. I don't know yet if it will work out, but fingers crossed. I will try to get Drew Afualo's book Loud as an ARC, hopefully the physical version. I cannot wait for this book. I don't know if you saw the video of me wearing the Drew t-shirt that I have. I love her. I cannot wait to read her book, and I hope I will be able to get an ARC of this. That would be fantastic. So yes, fingers crossed. I'll let you know, of course, whenever that is, because I think I remember that she said it will be published in either July or August. I will look that up. But anyways, thank you everyone who has been following my journey. Thank you for everyone who subscribed to my channel, who is following me on Instagram. And yeah, I know Valentine's Day is over. I'm still a little in the vibe, but I hope you guys had a great week, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.